Welcome to today's Public Affairs program here on KNDY Radio. I'm your host, Max Blasky. Today I will be joined by Ryan Kearn, who has recently taken over as Washington County Economic Development and Travel and Tourism Director. So before we get into our conversation, Ryan, explain to us a little bit about your background, your connection there to Washington County, and then how this opportunity came about for you to take this position.
I grew up here in Washington County, lifelong resident. I have worked for the local bank, F&B Washington, for the past 18 years. I served for the city of Washington as mayor and city council for the past 14 years, and the city or the county was looking for the opportunity to have somebody lead the county going forward. So I looked at that and looked at it and seen a challenge. So I decided to accept that challenge and try to move Washington County forward in a positive direction.
And of course, wearing many hats in your position, as you do get started here, is there anything that you're wanting to, like you said, move forward, some goals maybe here that we're thinking of as we get into these summer months?
Yeah, we have a lot of activities going on throughout the county. We need to make sure that we get those activities out to everybody. We'd like to be establishing stuff on the internet, Facebook, things like that. And then just getting down to business and visiting with the businesses that we currently have in the county and helping them retain those businesses, any updates they need, and then at that point start to seek new business.
Over the last couple years with grassroots initiatives, Washington County has really tried to move forward in that economic and tourism standpoint. So how will your position and those already started efforts work together?
Yep, there are several grassroots initiatives going on. They have the Washington County Economic Partnership, and there's some other towns that have things going on. We, as a county, need to support those functions and grow together and work together for the betterment of Washington County. So my goal is to visit with those folks and get things going forward in the right direction for all of us, and we all need to work together.
And you mentioned in the beginning you had a position there at F&B, mayor, city council, et cetera. So what stuck out to you about this new opportunity too? And I guess explain how your position kind of came about too in the county.
I think the position for this, from the county standpoint, came in that they decided that they would like to have a full-time economic and travel and tourism director for the county, and somebody that would fight for the county and do things like that. My previous positions, I was in the public, and great. I absolutely loved all that. This does give me that opportunity to go visit with all the businesses and still get out and make a difference for Washington County.
And I know tourism kind of is a broad spectrum, but economic development is so important too, especially in these rural areas. So how is that going to be, I guess, how do you balance both of those sides?
It's a difficult balance, but they do work hand in hand. We need economic development with businesses and housing and those things, but we also need to find a way to use the travel and tourism piece to bring people into Washington County because that helps with the economic development. So it's a hand-in-hand combination that we need to focus on both of them and get our name, get Washington County out there so everybody knows what Washington County has, and we need to be proud of what Washington County has.
In an ever-changing world and with you taking over here at the beginning of June, how has it changed for rural communities from the economic development and tourism standpoint, and where do you hope to focus some of your energy?
With the changing times, it's been difficult for small rural communities to get their names out and to people know what they have. So I think that's why the initiative is to get out on the internet, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, all those things, let people know what we have and where it's at and everything about our towns and our communities and our county.
Again, joined with recently appointed Washington County Economic Development and Travel and Tourism Director Ryan Kearn here on KNDY Radio's Public Affairs program. Listen back anytime by visiting the podcast tab at kndyradio.com and find any of our public affairs programs that you may have missed. Again, for KNDY Radio, this is your host, Max Blasky. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you again next weekend.